Today, a friend of mine, who is the creator of the mod Delta Rules, sent me an alpha version for a mod that he was making of Undertale. If you've seen his Deltarune mod, you just know how strange things are gonna be. Anyways, let's get on to the video. I first opened the game not really knowing what to expect. I named the fallen human and began it all. The first thing I immediately noticed was I was Batman. This is purely cosmetic and is never actually acknowledged. I guess my friend just thought it was cool. We go on to talk to Flowey for the first time, we meet Toriel, she shows us some puzzles, and then we get to the encounter where the first Frogget would be. It is changed to a more difficult encounter, and I realized that these are actually not the variants from hard mode, but the harder enemies from core because there's no music playing. Normally, when in the core, the music keeps playing in the background during the battles. Since that song isn't playing, it's just silent. How fun. But this doesn't even really matter, because he forgot to take away my ability to flee from encounters, so pretty much all random encounters in this mod can be instantly fled from, as long as you have the bandage equipped, which fixes your chance of fleeing to 100%, guaranteeing it to always happen. Because of this mistake, the ruins were gone as soon as we first arrived. Enemies were fled from, puzzles were completed, and paths were walked down. That means we have made it to Toriel's house. She gives us some pie, and we try to stop Toriel from blocking us off to the rest of the underground. But she spontaneously turns into her ex-husband. I was not prepared for this at all and ended up eating one of the monster candies that I picked up earlier because I was trying to instantly spare Toriel, but the mercy button is gone in the Asgore fight. I immediately began panicking because I hadn't saved, I didn't equip the faded ribbon or the toy knife, and I just wasted one of my items. The mod adds these rings of bullets to the Asgore fight shooting out from the corners, which isn't the first time that my friend had done something like this in a mod. As expected, I died pretty early on. I was brought all the way back to right before we met Nabstabluk, which really stung. On my way back, I picked up the faded ribbon and the toy knife, and also made sure to save my game after getting the pie. The added bullets in the fight proved to make things way more difficult. Since I speedrun Undertale a lot, I have a lot of muscle memory built up because of how many times I've done the original fight. The rings of bullets didn't even alternate. There's just now some areas where you can no longer stand in, so that's kind of annoying. After a few more times of dying, I realized I was doing this wrong, and I thought, hey, I can just kill off a few monsters to bring my love up and this will be easy peasy. So I went back to an area where you can encounter monsters and started slaughtering until I got to level 3, the maximum that you can get in the ruins. Or at least I think so, I don't know, don't fact check me on that. That certainly did raise the amount of damage I was dealing, but I was still dying a lot. At this point, you need to understand that even though this mod is meant to be kind of a hard mode of sorts, but I just wanted to do a quick stream. Ain't nobody got time for that, so I decided to resort to drastic measures.
That's right, we're gonna cheat.
Oh, what's that? I have a burnt pan now. Also, later on, I gave myself the stained apron in addition to the pan, cause I suck. We kill Asgore, and Toriel happily lets us go by, which makes sense. Flowey shames us because we slaughtered some monsters to get the level 3, but we go on to meet Sans and Papyrus and get an encounter with the unused Royal Guards 3 and 4. And we see these totally finished attack patterns. And then Mettaton randomly jump scares us, and I was really starting to get upset that I have the option to flee because it makes things a lot less enjoyable if all of the changes are in the battles. From now on, there is literally nothing different in the game except for the Papyrus fight, so I just skip there. When I first got into the battle, I knew something was going to be different, but I didn't know what. I was absolutely not prepared for the fact that there were now Gaster Blasters in the fight, which even attack you in the menu. But wait, it gets better. They actually kill you. You need to be really careful, especially if you're trying to get captured on purpose to skip the fight, to not move the wrong way. Even during Papyrus's dialogue, it keeps going, which definitely caught me off guard. I eventually did beat it within a handful of attempts and felt satisfied. However, this is where the mod ends, so thank you guys for Never mind. Ready? It's showtime! Huh? Okay. Wait, do we actually get a full fight? Okay, cool. Cool. What the heck? Okay, that's weird. Why is there so much like a pause after each attack? God. Why are there so many legs? Huh? Do I not have any? I don't have any legendary heroes. Cool. Wow. Mettaton has such a high attack. We should have a lot of attack now. Because each, like, legendary hero is gonna, like, raise their attack by, like, 4, isn't it? Wait, I didn't save! Okay. Cool. Ba-ba-da. So satisfying, that sound effect is. Feel the power. Oh, gotta give myself more attack. Does actually shooting the heart do anything? Because there's no, like, I don't think that works for, like, the fight. Gotta buy some more! Save this time, and then go in. That's not what I meant to do! Come on. I'm just not gonna shoot. I don't even have to shoot. I don't think I do. Oh, what was that? These are easy. For attacks that Jevil makes, this is easy. What the? Okay. What are these? Okay. What is that? These are... Oh no! Oh no! Okay. Oh no! What are these? What are these? Oh no! Please. Oh! Undyne! Damn it. See, when that power... Why are you suddenly Undyne? Even that power wasn't enough. If you think I'm gonna give up hope, you're wrong. Because I've got my friends behind. You don't have any friends. This would make more... This line of dialogue already doesn't make sense in Undyne. Because Undyne's facing towards you. Meaning that there's no one behind her. They're all dead. Same here. Alfie's told me that shit. Okay. Okay. Undyne. This is kind of broken. Wow, the game crashes too. And I don't even get all the way up to Love 19. What the heck?